Hi, this is the second episode of Fall in Love with Success Mentors and Transformational Speakers. I am pleased to introduce to you tonight a very accomplished speaker and performer. I first met her before in a WOW speaking event, which she really has empowered me a lot, has inspired me a lot. What she did was she allowed people come up the stage, present themselves, and from there was a real transformation. She has actually celebrated training on speaking called the WOW Factor, and you will realize why do you call that the WOW Factor. And she has also experienced endorsing billion-dollar CEOs and celebrities to those who just have been starting up. And I might not have said it all, but we will say it all again before we end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome for tonight Miss Lynn Rose. Hi, Lynn.
Ta-da!
We have no music here.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Lynn. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for coming to the show, and we'll talk about something like her journey. I'd like to talk to you about your journey as a woman, your journey as an ambassador of goodwill and peace somewhere in Africa. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's start off with this. When we met at the WOW speaking event, sometime I think 3 or 6 months ago, I've seen that you have been really in the moment every time your guests would come up the stage and perform their whatever speech or whatever piece they have at the time, and suddenly in a flick of a finger with your coaching on stage something happens. Can you share us what that energy, where that energy is coming from you? How you're able to do that?
I just go abracadabra, bing, and suddenly they can speak fearlessly, authentically, and powerfully. Wow! No,
So,
I know.
I know, just kidding.
I know. No, it is. Well, WOW, through the training itself, there's a whole process that people go through, and it really is from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Because WOW is an acronym for Without Walls.
Without walls.
Because when we are able to dissolve the barriers to our connection and connect powerfully from the core of who we really are to the core of our audience or the camera or whatever that might be, that's when we make the most impact. That's when our message is heard. That's when we come fully to life. And so it's my passion to be able to ignite that in other people. And it can happen in a flash. It doesn't have to take years to find it. Or you don't have to try to carve it out and dig it out or take so long to explore it. There's a way that you can access it right away. And so I have different techniques and ways to approach it. And when they do coaching like what you saw, where we're doing it really quickly, the people haven't had the advantage of going through the whole weekend, I give them just a few distinctions, and then I can see with that person what is it that they need to do in order to get them to come out of their shell and just come to life. And then we play with it, and then we get to that point. So it is really fun to see that in a matter of minutes, someone might go from really stiff and this, and next thing you know, they're full of life and fun and smiling and connecting. And that's a gift that they can give their message in a powerful way, and a gift to know that they can communicate in that way, because it permeates all aspects of your life, not even just when you would go to present or do your social media videos, but even when you meet with clients or in relationships or networking. So
wow,
that was a long answer to your question.
Yes. But that's why.
There you go.
So you understand why I say it. She's called Without Walls. But there was a time you were also describing it differently. WOW can mean a lot of things.
That's right.
But for her, mainly it's without walls. So you take out the fears, you take out the doubts. So when you come up the stage, you're just in the moment. And that what makes it so powerful for you. You're just authentic, right? And so, but then with her expertise, I've seen her how she transformed those authentic moments of a person. And just like now I'm with her, I feel a different energy here. You might want to sit down here one of these days and find out for yourself, because I'm so lucky enough to have her tonight. And I know that one day when you get the opportunity, don't miss it, because Lynn is here to give us the opportunity to share the gifts. And I have been amazed by how she helped most speakers out there who has been really doing their best to have their messages clear and authentic, as well as empowering. Because you might have a message and actually it doesn't seep through a person.
Right.
It's about, how to get that message into the hearts of the people that you connect to.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Well
so
said,
much.
well
Thank you
said,
so much for
yeah.
that explanation. So, are we ready for the story?
Oh, sure.
Oh, look at that. That's what I'm here for. I'm good at storytelling, but I'll let her tell the story this time.
Well, lift the walls and you can see beneath the curtain, what is this hidden world? What is the stories? Because everyone has a story, right?
Right.
There's hidden worlds all around us. So it's so interesting. We can lift that curtain and kind of peer into what is there. So I'm certainly happy. It's wide open, whatever you want me to share here.
Oh my gosh, look at that. She's wide open. Okay, are you? Okay, now here we go. Now I'm not going to let her open those curtains really wide. I'm just going to take a little peek, because that's the mystery of a person. You don't want to, reveal everything. For now, of course, as a celebrity speaker, okay, I know that life is good, but there's ups and downs.
Yeah.
So, taking away your hat as a speaker,
right,
as a celebrity, take yourself in the shoes of just an ordinary woman, trying to, live your life and just want to have, the peace and comfort of a private person. What were the ups and downs that you experienced, and how you managed to live with those challenges in life?
Well, so, okay, and taking the way you asked that question, I'm imagining you're saying, tell us a little bit about the journey. Is that right? Okay. Just want to be sure I'm hearing that right. Well, we all have, we all have our stories, and mine can seem nothing compared to maybe other people, but I did have some challenges as a kid, and without even going into the details, because that would be a whole other longer road, it eventually caught up to me as an adult. At one point, my dad died when I was 11, flying from one base to another, and when he died, I completely numbed out. Suddenly, I kind of just shut off inside, and I couldn't really even feel very much. Now, I kept putting myself out there and performing, but who I was way back here, and just look at this exterior over here. And eventually, as I went through life as an adult, and I was on Broadway and did Disney film and was doing all this stuff, and just a number of things caught up at once as an adult, and then all of a sudden I shut down as an adult. Now I couldn't even function as far as being able to get sound out performing. I could, as a person, speak in a conversation, but put me on a stage with my craft that I do, I couldn't sing. I was like this. Here. I loved you. I mean, it was just awful. It was awful, awful, awful. And I felt such pain inside, and felt like I was locked inside, and felt like I was going to forever be there. And to even imagine having freedom and joy on stage and letting it all out just seemed like a whole other world. And it took some years to unlayer and work my way through. But eventually I found my way through. And now from a different place. Not from a place of, let me manufacture how it's coming across and control it. But now really just letting myself, just let it flow through me. And really feeling in a way safe to share who I was within the process of sharing my craft. And then continuing to learn and grow and explore that. And every moment of life, I learn more and more. and we'll have more and more to learn. And so that's part of why I'm so passionate that anyone not be held back from being fully expressed, from being able to fully feel, because for so many years I couldn't really feel. And then once I did start feeling and putting myself out there, then to feel the joy and freedom of being able to express who I am and how I am, and the honesty of it too, because there's a thing that happens where you feel like you can't really share some of it, and then you're not really being complete. If you can't be fully honest and authentic and transparent and express. And when you can, there's this whole other freedom, and I would dare say even joy and connection to life and connection to other people that happens. And so that just makes me feel so alive to be able to want to instill that in other people, and for myself to be able to share an experience.
That's very touching. For me, it's something that when you share it to the world like this openly, when you are holding it back for so many years, imagine sharing a story when you were sharing a story for the first time, live on camera, and letting the whole world know when you were keeping it along all along these years. It's something, it's precious to me, and it really touches my heart. And the reason why she is here sharing this message is because she wants to help. Mm-hmm. She's passionate at helping people, and that's the reason why I get attracted to transformational speakers like her.